Go. Boom, bum, 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 bum. See, went to that way back when. Never mind. Fun thought though. I noticed lately that a lot of ISIS jihad. No, look, jihad. That's a personal thing. Everybody has their own jihad. No fucking arguing about that. And everybody's got their own, thing to do, what have you. But here's my thing. Okay. Jihad has many different meanings. One is most personal. It is your own inner battle between you, shaitan, jinns, and everything else that tries to influence you to do shit that you normally wouldn't do. Alright? It's an inner battle. It's an inner struggle. It's an inner war with thyself to try to, what? Overcome one's demons. Step 2. When you materialize your inner demons, you put them out in the world and shit, and everything looks like a target, which I'm not saying that sometimes it's not. Sometimes that it is. Sometimes it really is. The world really is out to get you sometimes. But, check this out. Not as much as some people would try to tell you that it was. I'm not denying that it happens. I'm saying it's not as prevalent as some people tell you. All right, step 3. All right, now what are we at? Now we've already been victimized, because we do get victimized. I mean, if you're one to like say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in public and shit, and then have a beard or something, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. It's not right. It's not fair. It's nothing about that shit right at all. I think we could all agree to that. At least those watching this video would agree to that. Okay, now, here's something that we have to remember. For our children's sake. For our children's sake. For our children's sake. Okay. They come along and they tell them that the meaning of jihad is not the war with oneself and between us and the watchers and all of that and in our own mistakes. No, they tell them that, and they're not wrong on certain points. So don't tell them. If you try to tell them that everything about it is wrong, they're not going to hear you, because they're going to miss the points that are real. Is there a Western infiltration of the Middle East? Yes, there is. Is it a war? Yes, it is. Is it a holy war? Now, this is where we get down to splitting hairs, you know what I'm saying? Because on the one hand, Western capitalism is based on white supremacy. White supremacy is based on basically taking everything that belongs to everybody else and making it yours and then enslaving the earth. So on that front, you're correct. Yeah, you're right. No question there. Religious war, well, here we get tricky. You see, to those who still hold fast, steadfast even, to doctrine, dogmatic, whatever it may be, and I can't say that to a Muslim because, it's the infallible word of God. And I'm not going to get into a discussion about that right now, because that'd be like getting into a discussion with a Christian about the infallible word. Now, I understand the difference. The Quran was delivered from Allah via means Gabriel to Muhammad, and it's a direct message. I get it. Believe me, I've read it many times. I believed it. I practiced it. 15 years. I'm not saying I'm shitting on it. What I'm saying is, just give me a minute. Let me explain something here. All right, I get that. I'm with that. Whatever. Okay, we're there. But the thing is, man, we're gonna have to get down and get down to what's real here. We can't keep fucking doing what we're doing. I don't know how we can. We can't keep dividing up like this. Even on that level. Just use your logic. Use your good sense. Use your sound right reasoning that God gave you. Or that if you are God as a light, then rebuild yourself. Why we even go to the Kaaba if you're not going to try to absorb what that is? I went to the Black Mirror and absorbed everything it had to offer. I've been everywhere I could possibly be to get more of Allah to get into me so I could do it right. So I could do it right. So I could do it right. So when a brother tells you to support him, whether he is the oppressor or the oppressed, you tell that brother, I'll support you, oppressed or oppressor. Is that fair? No. And you know why? Because if you dig into the Quran, this is what it says. If your brother is the oppressed, help him. Fight with him. Help him to become unoppressed. If your brother is the oppressor, help him. Teach him to become the non-oppressor. See? But there's justice there. See, if you run off with the crazy shit, the extremist interpretations, you might end up dead somewhere, man, for shit that help your brother know, man. We can do this. Just because they did that, and I'm saying, by no means, if they attack you violently with weapons, defend yourselves. But if it's all ideological after that, attack them with ideas. Wassalamualaikum assalam.